Hey guys, this is Tyler with Adventure Motorsports. Today we want to do a video on the 2025 KTM 300 XCWs. This is the first time that I've seen 4 different trim levels for the KTM 300 XCW. So we're super excited about that. Offer different riders different trim levels for what riding is going to fit them best. All right, so first we're going to start off with the 2025 base model KTM 300 XCW. You're going to be having a Dunlop Geomax MX33 front tire, 21-inch. Golden standard on the KTMs, as always, is the Brembo brakes front and rear. Then on the back, you're going to have the 18-inch rear Dunlop Geomax AT81. New last year, they came out with this new LED headlight. It's about 33% brighter. Continue to be on the 25 models, which is awesome. As far as fork suspension goes, you're gonna have the WP Exact fork. And of course, KTM, all the XCW models will still come standard with these flag style handguards. So KTM XCW models will still come standard with a skid plate. Saves about $100, which is awesome. As everyone knows, the XCW models will have a PDS shock setup. You have no linkage down here to get caught up on rocks or logs or anything like that. So these bikes are considered a closed course competition bike, so they will not come standard with a spark arrestor. You can either get an aftermarket pipe through like FMF, Pro Circuit, or you can actually get an insert, drill these rivets out, put your new insert in, and you'll have a spark arrestor, which is a little bit cheaper option. 25s still coming with a new TBI, throttle body injected 2-stroke motor. These have been super awesome. In my personal experience, it seemed like the TPI motor would get super loaded up, super boggy if you didn't clean it out and ride it hard. TBI has been amazing for our customers. A lot cleaner, a lot smoother. The power engagement's been amazing for them, and the oil injection's amazing. You put straight gas straight into your tank. That's one thing people love about the W models. Put your premix into the frame right there, does the magic for you, and you're ready to rip. Okay, and like we talked about before, 25 model is gonna come with the Exact fork and the Explorer shock. For all the people that have ridden KTM for a while, you've known in the past you needed tools to adjust your suspension. They still have the feature where you have the adjustable clickers. No tools needed. You got your compression, high speed compression, and your rebound down low on the shock with this red knob. And as a KTM standard, of course, you're gonna get your Brembo hydraulic clutch, best in the business, super reliable. Okay, so the 2025 KTM 300 XCW is gonna be coming in at $11,599 this year. So new for 2025 is the KTM 300 XCW Champion Edition. Really excited for this bike. You do save a lot of money if you add up the power parts, and if you were to get those on the base model, you do save about $600. You're probably about $1,200 extra in goodies, and we're gonna go over that. All right, guys, we're gonna start here with the front of the bike. With some of the extra goodies that you do get, you get this front axle puller. People don't realize it, but this is huge if you're out on the trail or even at home when you're changing front tires, rather than getting down the other side, finding an extension and pounding the axle out through the hub. Simple, just grab this guy, pull it through. Another extra goodie you get on this bike is the floating front disc brake. And what a floating disc will do is if you're hauling butt downhill, slamming on your front brake, this is actually gonna float a little bit, so your suspension is gonna work a lot better through your rocky and rough sections. So for 2025, the 300 XCW base model will not come with a map switch, but luckily the 2025 Champion Edition will come with a map switch. So basically what that'll do is you have a base ECU setting within the bike. When the bike is running, this will be lit up white. And if I go to click this button, it'll turn on green. That's considered your hot switch. Basically, doesn't mean your bike's running hotter, but your bike will rev up a little bit quicker and it will feel a little bit faster. One thing I love about the next 3 models that we're gonna show you is that they do come standard with a radiator fan. This is huge for those guys that spend long, hot summer days up in the mountains riding hard enduro. Basically, this thing's gonna kick on at an internal temperature of 190 degrees. So basically, you're worry-free. Your bike will cool down appropriately when you're up on the mountain. And another thing that's coming standard on the next 3 models is this KTM factory racing seat cover. This thing's awesome, super grippy, got the ribs on there, so if you're climbing a big hill, that thing, you will be glued on there, I promise you that. Standard with this bike, and you can only get these plastics or graphics, is if you buy like a KTM Champion or Factory Edition. But you get these integrated Red Bull graphics all the way throughout the bike. And you get this super sweet KTM Factory orange frame that everyone loves. So on the 2025 Champion Edition, you will get a little bit more durable sprocket in the back, and it's lighter. So if you take a look at it, this orange anodized part is actually gonna be aluminum. This black part is gonna be steel. Whole point of that, aluminum is lighter than steel. Steel is more durable. So therefore, you put the two together, you get a lighter, more durable sprocket to last longer. Okay guys, with all that being said, MSRP on this bike, you're gonna be looking at about $12,099. Over the base model, your base model is about $11,599. And with all the extra goodies and KTM hard parts that we just went over, you're looking around $1,200. Do the math. This bike's only $600 more than the base model. $1,200 extra parts and goodies. You're gonna be saving anywhere from $600 to $700 if you were just get the base model and do it yourself. Up next, we have the 2025 KTM 300 XCW Hard Enduro. This bike is insane. First off, as you noticed, orange hubs, orange nipples. This guy will come standard with DID Dirt Star wheels and hubs. Front disc guard protection. So the Hard Enduro version will actually come standard with everything we discussed about on the Champion Edition. So you'll get your map switch, you'll get your radiator fan, you'll get your KTM factory racing seat cover. One thing I love though about this one is you get extra protection up here. Rather than the flags, you get full wraparound handguards. So I would say this bike is for the rider that's like your really hardcore enduro rider. And the reason I say that is just because it does come with an extra couple goodies as far as straps go. So you got one up front, if you need lifted up there. Got one in the back too. Also, if you come down here, you'll notice you have this shark fin here. I think this is absolutely crucial if you're riding hard enduro. This is gonna protect you from tons of rocks. I've seen a lot of guys bend disc brakes, ruin rotors just because they don't have this. And I think just for the price of this bike, you add up all the extra goodies, this is a huge, huge saving. So just like the Champion model, your hard enduro model will come with the aluminum steel hybrid super sprocket. Then moving up to the front, one extra feature that this bike has that the Champion does not is your clutch slave cylinder protection. These are amazing. If people have ever had problems with those, sometimes you'll get a rock stuck in your chain, cause issues. Once this is destroyed, you basically have no clutch. So this is huge right here. All right guys, so the 2025 KTM 300 XCW Hard Enduro version is gonna be coming in at $13,299. Did all the math with all these power parts. I think you're looking around $3,100, $3,200. Add that up. If you were just do that to the base model, you're saving like anywhere from $1,700 to $1,900. So I think long run, if you were to do everything to this bike to the base model, you're saving a lot of money just getting the hard enduro version. Last but not least, we have the 2025 KTM 300 XCW Factory Edition. So this is the first time ever KTM's ever come out with a 300 XCW Factory Edition. We're super excited. It'll come standard with same wheels that the Hard Enduro did, the ID Dirt Star wheels. They're gonna be a little bit tougher, more durable. Orange anodized hub with the orange nipples, looks super trick. You get that floating disc, and you also get the front disc protection. And then what's new this year for the Factory Edition model, I would say, is the Geomax AT82 tires. These are new to the market. Personally, I haven't ridden them, but I've heard amazing things about them. As we just touched base, the Dunlop AT82s are all new for this year. Really unique design. One thing Dunlop was trying to achieve with this tire is for just better enduro traction. You'll actually have a flat side and a scoop side, so you can, depending on the type of terrain you're riding, you can reverse this tire and actually utilize that scoop if you need to in those wet, sandier conditions. So the 2025 KTM Factory Edition will actually come with some really high-end WP Exact Pro Component forks. Basically, I would say this is a little bit more for the faster, aggressive guy riding Enduro. Your valving is gonna be a little bit more set up for a guy that's gonna be going faster. And then rather than the forged aluminum triple clamps that will come standard on the base model, you'll get the factory anodized orange CNC machined ones. Have a little bit more flex in there, so you're a little bit more comfortable riding. Okay, so the factory edition model will actually come standard with the same seat, map switch, and radiator fan that the Hard Enduro and Champion edition will. One thing that I'd say is different is your clutch cover basket and the orange anodized oil fill plug. You don't get a Hinson clutch basket in this bike, but you do get the cover. Just a little extra bling. Okay, so as you guys can see, this bike is gonna come standard with the FMF Titanium Power Core 2.1. Just remember, this does not have a spark arrestor in it. This bike is designed for closed course competition. So if you are gonna go out in the desert, go out in the mountains, you are gonna need to get some type of spark arrestor. Super nice, fancy exhaust, lightweight, durable, but just keep in mind, no spark arrestor. Taking a look back here at the back wheel, pretty much same setup as the Hard Enduro version. You're gonna have that lightweight Super Sprock sprocket, your DID Dirt Start wheels and hubs, that shark fin protector, and the solid disc. Only thing that's different is the rubber. You get that Dunlop AT82 on there. Okay guys, so that does it for the 2025 factory version. This guy is gonna be coming in around $13,999. Think you're $700 more than the Hard Enduro version, but just the components and the fork alone and this FMF Titanium Power Core, you're looking at $1,000. And then of course, the special edition Red Bull graphics, like you're looking over $1,200 just in extra goodies up from the Hard Enduro. So I would say all in all, this bike is a deal. All right guys, that does it for our comparison video on our 2025 KTM 300 XCWs. We're super excited for what the year has to offer and these new models. If you guys have any questions, concerns, feel free to comment, drop on in, or give us a call at 208-733-5072. Let us know which model works best for you. See you next time.